Hey everyone, ever entered a space and felt just looks right? Well, that's not magic, it's great design. I'm Amita and welcome to a Bravura home. This home is what we call a visual orchestra. It is filled with vibrant colors, amazing energy, and every corner styled with intent. Every corner sings its own tune, and yet it's a beautiful symphony together. Come right in. This is actually the second home that we designed for this family, and this is something that we brought in from the previous home. We had this Nandiji which was there. Our Ganesha at the entrance was part of the other home as well. But when we brought it here, it had a different connotation, and then the way we set it up, a suspended panel with all these bells and so much of brassware that the lady here loves. It's an interesting mix of this family where the lady is a half Tamilian, half UPite, the man is a Punjabi, and it actually has the vibrancy and the characteristic of both of them, and that's what we've been able to capture quite efficiently actually. Coming along is a lot of color in terms of paintings. The fabrics and the textures are ethnic. This home, when we did, was an absolute antithesis of the common myth that one has, that a home which has traditional items can actually not be a modern home. So we destroyed that myth very, very efficiently. You know what is the beauty of our Indian handicrafts? They actually find a context whichever the setting, modern or traditional. This eclectic home has a beautiful dining table which is a combination of solid teak wood, wicker at the top, carving on a couple of chairs. The others are fairly modern. There is a modern fabric which is on the inside of the chair, a paisley which is on the outside. The backdrop of pitchways, the color and the setting is flawless. The lights, as you can see, are very modern looking, but overall this entire place looks as if it was meant to be like this. Anyone who knows me knows I'm obsessed with functionality, and of course it needs to be aesthetic. Another attempt at a similar thought is this entire setup with actually a grazing table. We have tucked in 2 tables, 2 counters, one after the other. All are platters during parties. The complete setup comes here. I have a small dustbin made in a similar finish to throw in those toothpicks. Attention to detail, my friend. And when we are not entertaining, this entire setup goes back and looks very aesthetic, even the way it is placed. The best part about designing homes for your friends is that you really know them well and you can take liberties with them. So this pair of chairs that we brought in from our previous home has a name now. These are called Joker chairs, and actually the way the story goes, we went to a fabric store and we were doing the complete selection for all the fabrics and upholsteries, and we got stuck. Bhavna says that I like this all, so what do we do? So here we found a solution. One arm is this color, the other arm has, on the other side is an arm of the other color, a mustard that goes with it, the stripes that go here, and a beautiful print on the side. So actually this fabric, there are 4 fabrics, 4 different prints, very opposite from each other in their make and color, yet nobody can even understand or know how the hell we have put them together. The artwork, of course, is beautiful. There is a Krishna on the elephant. There is the bull behind the Banaras Ghat that comes here. The front is the statement every bar needs. Here, keeping in line with the colors of this entire home, we have used a backlit amethyst counter, which adds to the ambience of this entire home, specifically in the evenings when the light is dim, and the light from this backlit counter makes it look really amazing, and definitely a place you would want to spend your evening in. The story we started as the entry of the home continues into the family lounge with these two pillars that were salvaged from the family home, where we brought them here, painted them a different color which goes in sync with the entire color scheme of this place. This is the family lounge, and I think a family lounge of any home is the most important space because that is where the family truly lives on a day-to-day basis. When you think playful, when you think comfort, I think the first thing that came to our mind was black and white. And instead of using checkers, we used another set of tiles, another pattern, which has really set the tone and vibe of this entire place. I love red, and so did my client. And we have this massive sofa, which is so bright and so comfortable that we all we have spent a lot of evenings here together, and they spend most of their time at home in this space. The entire cabinet in front is what really holds the personality of this entire household, with the television, the multitude of plants, artifacts and books the family has collected over years. And overall a very vibrant space, and overall a very inviting space where would one want to chill and unwind at the end of the day. I love creating panoramic spaces, which really meant that the interiors need to merge with the outdoor and the outdoor needs to merge with the interior. And what we really did here was take the entire flooring all the way into the balcony, and this entire space looks so much larger than what it is. The entire floor has been kept open because this is a great place for everybody to exercise. The key feature of this place is that we've kept the floor open, devoid of any tables or anything else that we hear. This is a great place to exercise. A key feature here is this cabinet, which holds the stepper, and without lifting it, you can just push it back. The outside of this cabinet has this skirting which is built into the shutter, and it doesn't seem that it is a different cabinet here. And lots of art, brightly colored, and this is a place for all the chai and the meals to happen without anyone getting into the formal area. The chai lover in me found a chai lover friend, and we created this entire unit, which is a crockery unit plus actually a chai station with a coffee machine, a kettle, and a large collection of beautiful teacups, which we can choose where we wished, which cup we wish to have chai that particular time. A collection of beautiful crockery, some exotic teas, backdrop of family pictures is a great spot here. I think functionality is something that I'm obsessed with, and coming back to it, shoes is a huge problem that each one of us face in our home, and tucked in here is actually a very, very large shoe rack, very nicely tucked in, merges into the entire woodwork and the scheme of things, and nobody's any wiser. After COVID-19, a home office became the new reality, and here we have a small space which works as the home office, a great backdrop for the meetings, and a space that they can call their own whenever they're doing anything which is official. Paintings, of course, are important. A lovely worktop table, some storage and artifacts that come here, cabinetry for filing, and a great spot. Comfortable chair to park your bag or someone to sit and have a whole conversation. Books, photographs, and all things beautiful are a perfect backdrop to your life. Having a home office really means that you need to be connected at all points, and the network bandwidth needs to be really high. A network nest becomes very important. We have concealed all of this here, which does not even show what it's holding. The complete wiring comes here, very nicely hidden, becomes part of the decor. Some open spaces for the network to work efficiently. And as always, a Bravura home is an efficient home. This home is a beautiful mix of vibrancy and calm. And that calm is here in the bedrooms and the way they were laid out. Fairly minimalistic in the way they are, yet the personality, yet it is filled with all things that one would like to wake up to. There is art, there is comfortable seating, a large table, and a backdrop which is very, very subtle yet calming. A television is a perfect entity here, lined with little art and some plants. A beautiful way to start your day. A small temple is a very integral part of every home, and that's exactly what we have. A small nook, very minimalistic in its approach, fairly modern, if I may say so. The shelves with all the gods, lights which look like bells, and that's what creates the ambience of serene and calm in this place. Candles and tanjores and a great wallpaper on all sides completes the effect. Let me take you to the guest room. I think an ideal situation is where your guest room is always ready to welcome anybody at a drop of a hat. A cabinet is a great place for them to come and store their stuff. A console with chest of drawers. A very minimalistic room which is large enough for them to feel comfortable and easy. A television is always a good idea. Little seating for you to enjoy a nice time together, and that's what this entire place looks like. This family is a collector of art, and they have collected pieces from all across the world, and that is what makes their home really interesting. We take you right to the powder washroom, which as always is packed with style. The look and concept here that I created was using a live edge counter. Part of this counter was used as a mirror and a place which can conceal the exhaust. Very conveniently, we have enough space for the exhaust to function efficiently. Anything that a guest may need to use the washroom is right here, including a basket to discard towels. Overall, it's quite a showstopper and has given us many compliments. If this home tour caught your eye, you wouldn't want to miss the next one. So subscribe to my channel, turn on the notifications, and join me as I take you through more home tours, exciting spaces, creative ideas that make a room and a home feel more like you.